All I can say is we've just been ducking for cover. No matter where in the world we are, we're not at the ground, but it still seems that one of those towering sixes would come smashing through the window and hit us on the head. It's just been absolute carnage from England. Started as an old-fashioned run chase, and I think they put a few things right that they didn't do perfectly in the first ODI. Let's kind of remind you where we are right now, because it's not a scoreboard, it's a calculator we've got up there. At the moment, it's 281 for one and counting, and 63 runs have come in the last 3 overs alone. Last 3 overs alone, Krunal Pandya is going at 13 runs and over. And importantly, India, for whatever reason, don't have a sixth bowler as cover. Michael Vaughan, have you caught your breath from all the sixes and fours we've hit?
Well, it's just incredible to watch. We know the way that England play. Owen Morgan, after the last game where it didn't work, he came out and straight away said, that's the way we play and that's the way we'll stick to playing. And every now and again, it won't pay off. I'd rather lose the way they batted the other day rather than play a different way and lose by 20. And again, it's been proven today that that's the style this England team play. You have to say, going back to India's innings, they look about 75 light on this deck. It's an absolute road, and the boundaries are just available. The ball's travelling to all parts. Brilliant to watch. Players like Bairstow and Ben Stokes come out there. And you know, you're looking at the bowl and it's not great, but it's not easy. On that kind of surface, it's doing absolutely nothing. No spin, no swing, no seam. Where'd you bowl?
I fully agree. India should have got 380, 390 on that surface and made it much tougher. But England clearly were conscious of what happened in that first game, because they swapped the cars around. They came out in their Skodas, cruised around for a bit, kept their wickets in hand for those first 15 overs, and then said, can we have the Ferrari, please?
Yeah, but they still went about the business nicely. They were still scoring at 6 and over in those first 10 by just playing conventionally. You know, the run out of Jason Roy, you're then thinking Ben Stokes, what's he going to come in and do? He gave himself a bit of time to get in, but every time it's been in his arc, you know, he just launched it into the stand, and it's been destructive, running between the wicket. You know, when they've had to, they've run it hard. I do think that Ben Stokes got lucky. You know, I thought he was run out. You know, I thought that was out. I thought the third umpire made the wrong call, but you know, it's about how you ride the luck. And that little bit of an opportunity that he got on the back of that decision. And he's just played with so much dominance and power. And as I said, when the ball's doing absolutely nothing and someone like Ben Stokes decides to start hitting, very difficult to keep quiet.
Yeah, there was only, logic and cricket tells you there are only 2 wickets. So the 2 ways a wicket could have fallen at this stage or any stage. One was a run out. That's how Jason Roy went. And 2 was with a little help from Cricbuzz Comm Box, and that's exactly what's happened. Second wicket down. Unfortunately, Ben Stokes out for 99 of 52 balls, caught down the leg side of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, but nonetheless, more than done the job.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, it's Kumar who's got the breakthrough. No surprise there. It seems it should be just a little bit too late, but what an innings for Ben Stokes. And you know, someone like Ben Stokes moving to number 3, it's probably in a series that really doesn't matter. You know, these great players need a little bit of prodding. They need a little bit of something to play for inside themselves. And by moving Ben Stokes to number 3, it's giving him a real want, you know, a want to deliver. Not saying that he wouldn't want to deliver at 5 or 6, but, you know, in these dead rubber series that really are just for the coffers and to earn a few quid for the boards, you know, I think these great players just need triggering. And I think by putting him in number 3 has certainly triggered him. He wants to bat higher up in the T20 format. And from what he's done today, he's just proven, just a little reminder that he's a wonderful batter. When he starts striking, he could pretty much bat anywhere in the order. He's that good a player.
But apart from England's approach, I think it was most typified by or exemplified by Johnny Bairstow. He did get to his 100 with a 6 this time around, but his approach to get to 94 was very different from that first ODI. He went after everything 3 nights ago, and this time around he said, "Look, I've got my eyes set on being there at the end," and it seems like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this level, a batsman's currency is getting hundreds. You know, if you're a top order player, you know, getting to 60, 70, 50, you know, you get a pat on the back, but you know, you're always remembered later on in your life of how many hundreds you got, and that's why it's so important. Like Johnny Bairstow in particular, when he gets in, he gets the big scores, because you know that if you do so, you get your team over the line in terms of a victory. You know, when you see Bairstow play like he has done, Ben Stokes played like he's just done, it always revels for me the aspects of playing the highest level sport and how easy these players make it look, and it's certainly not easy. But today, from what we saw from India with a lot of the striking, KL Rahul, the Pandyas at the end, to Bairstow and Stokes, that's playing highest level sport and making it look very easy, and it's certainly not that.
Yeah, well, it's just about 50 runs for England to get. So normally this is the time we carry on a nice, relaxed conversation. We have no idea where the game's headed. This time, I think we can say pretty much a foregone conclusion. If something were to go wrong from this stage, it would be monumental. So if that happens, we'll discuss at the end. If not, we've still got a little more of England to celebrate. Thank you, Michael Vaughan. We'll see all of you on Cricbuzz Live at the end of this carnage.